Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, Bitcoin is getting ready for 80,000, but while we're waiting for that, altcoins continue to head higher. That's right. The three I want to focus on today, of course, you can tell from the thumbnail, Dogecoin, which continues to be on an absolute tear. That doesn't make any sense, but it's still going up. And you also have other big caps such as Theta that's finally moving, and of course Vechain is moving up in a big way. So what is going on? Well, let's discuss. Let's discuss what's going on with these altcoins, what's going on in the crypto world right now, and what's going on with Bitcoin, why it's getting ready to head up to $80,000. So thanks for tuning in, guys. As always, smash the like, subscribe to the channel. If you are new, 2 streams every day, 11:30 and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell and follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All right, guys, a lot of excitement today, a lot of excitement in the air. So let's kick it off right now. All right, so let's start out. Let's start out with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at 61,500. So it did come down a little bit, you know, roughly 2.5%, right? It seems like it's in the world. No, it's not at all. Bitcoin did come down a little bit, but you know what? We're above $60,000. So, you know, you just can't be worried or negative at all about Bitcoin right now. But it is looking like it wants to make a big move. You see that it did fall down and it bounced off that 60K mark, which used to be a resistance. I mean, yes, and now it became a support, so that's very positive. But there is something that relates why it is getting ready to head up to $80,000. So I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for Bitcoin to move up, Bitcoin dominance continues to fall. 51.7%. We're getting down to the low 50s. Are we going to see the high 40s soon? Quite possibly. And that is because you have some craziness going on. An entire market cap is roughly the same as yesterday, down slightly. But man, Doge went up another 150%. And that's after falling down. It's at 33 cents right now. It was as high as 40 cents. So that's taking into account that it already fell from the top of today. But regardless, it still went up 150%. It has flipped above within a single day. It flipped above Bitcoin Cash, which is also pumping. Flipped above Litecoin, which is also pumping. Flipped above even Polkadot. And now it is right under Cardano. And not too long ago, it was above Cardano too. So it's probably going to flip above Cardano, and it's going to flip above Tether, so that would place it at number 5 below Binance Coin. I do think that's still around the corner, but it's mind-boggling how much money is flowing to Dogecoin, and I have a lot more articles about that. But in the meantime, I mentioned about a lot of big caps doing well. Theta is finally moving up 13%. They have been stagnant for a long time. Right, and where's my beloved Vechain? Right below it. So Vechain is also coming up, right, in a big way. 6%, not that incredible today, but if you take into account how much they moved for an entire week at 55%, you could see that they are definitely moving up in a big way. But today is definitely like a big cap day. A lot of big caps. I'm talking about coins above $10 billion. They're all flying up today. Specifically Dogecoin, but anyways. All right, so let's get to the news, and I want to share with you guys some of the things I found today that relate to some of these projects that I think you guys would be interested in hearing. All right, first of all, let's do a price check on Coinbase Coin. Going forward, I think this could be an indicator of like what's to come, right? It's really easy to look at like the pre-market, the futures for Coinbase right before market opens. You kind of know if it's going to go up or not. And if Coinbase is going up, generally speaking, at least for the last 3 days, the crypto market does well, right? And it's holding true today. It's up another 5%. And why is it going up? Well, primarily because of ARK. And I've been talking about ARK. And they just continue to buy and buy and buy. The very first day, ARK revealed they bought about $250 million worth of Coinbase shares. And then the second day, they added another 100 plus million. So who knows what's going to happen today and going forward, right? And I've been telling you guys, Cathie Wood and ARK Investments, they're very well respected. A lot of institutions, they copy exactly what ARK does because their track record is phenomenal. And if ARK is buying so much Coinbase, then everyone else is going to jump in. And people are thinking, well, they must think very highly of Coinbase, and they must think very highly of Bitcoin and crypto. And that is true. That is true. So I think this could be a good indicator going forward just to see what coin does. And then we can kind of tell whether or not the market's going to do good or not. I don't know. It's still very early, but right now it's holding true. All right. So moving on to this is why Bitcoin looks like it's heading to 80,000. I've shown you guys this before. So looking at the option traders right now and looking at the expiration at the end of the month, and I'm talking about options now, there is a lot of traders that are stacking up their options, their call options for $80,000 by the end of the month. Now keep in mind, we only got 2 weeks left. And this was already high, but it's getting higher. More and more people are betting that Bitcoin will be at 80,000 by the end of the month. And we're talking about over $1 billion. It's closing in at $1.5 billion worth of call options. Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Are these guys crazy? Are they just gambling? Or do they know something that we don't? Now, to going from where we are now, 61,000 to 80,000, that's really not that big of a move. We're talking about, it sounds big because psychologically, we're not used to saying Bitcoin's at 80,000, right? But if you think about it, from 62,000 to 80,000, that's less than a 20, about 20% jump, right? So obviously, within the next 2 weeks, we could definitely see that, right? But there's a lot of people not just saying it. They're putting their money at work, and they're betting that it will hit 80,000 or above, right? So that's incredible. So are we going to see 80,000 by the end of the month? Quite possibly. Quite possibly. I called it very early on, and I said 100,000 by the end of April. Maybe too ambitious, but 80,000, 90,000 by the end of April? Definitely possible. Definitely possible. All right, what else is there? Well, of course, got to talk about Dogecoin. You cannot not talk about Dogecoin. This is just funny. A 330-year-old multinational bank, Barclays, or meme coin. Which one do you think is worth more? and for some time, Dogecoin was worth more. That's how amazing things are in crypto. Yeah, this kind of shows you, right? Just to reflect. Again, I've been saying this for a while. When you have a group of people that have a collective mind, and you could say it's cult-like, and you know what? If they share the same value, same share view, it doesn't matter how delusional it is, as long as they continue to share that, that's power. That's power. And if you have enough people that believe in Dogecoin and will continue to hold it and buy it and hold it and buy it and hold it and buy it, it will go up. And that's what we're seeing. Of course, we're seeing a lot of FOMO right now, but ultimately, that's how any crypto is. That's how Bitcoin is. That's how Bitcoin started. That's how Ethereum is. That's how any of these crypto go up, because you have a group of people that really believe in it, believe in the future, and they will just buy and hold forever. It doesn't matter how many people trade, how many people say it's bad. You know what? They don't believe it. They shut it out. And, that's what's happening right now. That's what's happening right now. Among other things, I think Wall Street Bets, some of their guys are putting their money in Dogecoin, although Wall Street Bets just flip-flopping. If you go to Wall Street Bets on Reddit and you look at like what the moderator or the founder of that thread, he said, I'm going to shut down crypto again within their threads because Bloomberg said they folded to crypto and he got his butt hurt, so he just took it off. You read through the comments, even Wall Street Bet people are like, that's really weak. Like, when did you start listening to what Bloomberg says, right? And it is really weak. So I don't know what's going on there, because just yesterday they said they were going to open up to crypto. Now they're taking it off. It seems like they feel threatened by crypto, when in reality, we're all basically, wanting the same thing, right? A better way to basically hold and transfer and buy and store and lend and borrow, whatever, right? A decentralized system that replaces the archaic centralized system. But I don't know, they feel threatened by that, or at least the moderator, the top dog, the top person does. I don't know what's going on there, but anyways, I think a lot of their people are still putting money into Dogecoin though. And because of Dogecoin's tremendous rise, you have Robinhood that got totally wiped out again. Their app was down pretty much all this morning. They reclaimed that they were better. I don't know if that's true. Even Crypto.com, their app got wiped out. Like, basically no one could use it. There's just so much volume. It's just really amazing how how not prepared some of these brokerages or apps are. So, or it just shows you how much craziness there is with Dogecoin. One of the two, you decide. What else is there? Binance. Binance has been a little stagnant as of late. After the Coinbase IPO, they kind of stalled around 500, 510. But people are missing the bigger picture here. Look at this. They just recorded a record burn of $600 million worth of BNB. That's over 1 million BNB that's taken out of the supply now. And this is what they're doing. They keep burning every quarter with their profits, which shows they made $750 million in profit in Q1 alone. Coinbase is jealous of those numbers. That's how big Binance is. I mean, they make enormous amount of money, right? But one of the reasons why BNB continues to go up, not only because of usage, but because they're making it more and more scarce through these coin burns. And CZ says he's going to increase these and make it bigger. I don't know what kind of ratio they're going to do, but they're going to make it bigger so that there's going to be more coin burns in the future, or bigger coin burns in the future, I should say. So this is phenomenal. A lot of people are missing out this story. They don't see BNB pump, but just wait. We know Binance Coin Pump to the number 3. That's where they sit right now. But in the future, when they start pumping again, I do think that flip is going to come between them and Ethereum. I think that's going to come sooner than later. Just wait and see. All right, what else is there? Experts believe nuclear power crypto mining could help Ukraine solve energy spending problems. I just think this headline is funny, that you have to resort to nuclear power to mine crypto. I guess it's not so funny because a lot of people would argue that this is why Bitcoin is destroying the world, because it takes so much energy. But on the other hand, if you look at all the mining farms around the world, mostly they're powered by green energy, like hydroelectric or wind or whatever, solar. They're not resorting to nuclear yet, but maybe that's the answer. Super chat. Usually, okay. What was that super chat? Can you please address what Doge Pump means for LTC? It means nothing. It has nothing to do with LTC, but I'll share with you my thoughts on LTC in a little bit. Here's another one that's very bullish. BlackRock now says that cryptocurrencies could be a great asset class. BlackRock, of course, started talking about Bitcoin not too long ago. I do believe they bought Bitcoin, but they didn't disclose yet. They were saying they were going to do so. I didn't see any headlines about them actually disclosing that they bought. But now they're saying, crypto could be a great asset class, which means they probably do have a lot of crypto already, and which means that they're probably going to offer some services as well for crypto. But when you have the largest asset manager in the world say this, I mean, we're talking about someone that holds like $8 trillion, $9 trillion worth of assets. it's a pretty big endorsement, right? And Wall Street is paying attention. So this obviously is also very good for the crypto world. I don't know. You may argue it's not so good, but at least it does a good job at bringing attention to the crypto space. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, honestly, today is gearing up to be a pretty good day. You can see now the total overall market cap turned green. So things are coming back, right? Although some are down, but like even like XRP, it was down way bigger this morning. I think it dropped to about $1.50. Now it's back up to $1.70. So that looks like it wants to turn green. Ethereum looks like it wants to turn green, right? Cardano, Polkadot, they're slightly red. They look like they want to turn. And of course, Doge is still hot. Someone asked about Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash. They're both hot. I'm just going to say this. Both of these are still under their 2017 highs. So just think about that for a little bit, especially Bitcoin Cash. But if you go down the board, you still have a lot of greens. Like Theta is doing very well. Vechain is doing well. Even Filecoin, Tron, IOTA, Neo's coming back in a big way, right? And you do have some good movers. I missed this altogether. Ethereum Classic up 58% for no apparent reason. I don't know, or maybe there is a reason. I just don't know. But I don't like Ethereum Classic, but regardless, they're up. Chiliz is finally moving, right? So that's pretty good. Chiliz has been stagnant. A lot of people have been iffy about Chiliz recently. I said I still think they're good. They're still a good NFT play, even though they don't do anything with NFTs yet. But yeah, it's good to see they're coming up. But yeah. All right, before I get into Q&A, I just want to say, you guys may notice it now. I have a new channel sponsor, and that's Kucoin. Yes, Kucoin's very impressed with me recently, so we decided to partner up. So now I'm going to bring you guys more news about Kucoin, but you guys know that I love Kucoin. Besides Binance, which most of you guys do not have access to because you're in the US, and the second best one I like is Kucoin. They've been around for a long time. I've been sharing you guys a lot of coins on Kucoin, so I really do like Kucoin. But they did want me to announce that they recently had another project that some of you guys may be interested in. This is their 9th spotlight. So this is equivalent to Binance's Launchpad. So this is one that they're basically helping them to incubate them and sell their token. And that's Poladex, which is actually live now. And Poladex is basically a brand new DEX, that's running on top of Polkadot. I have not looked at them yet, but some of you guys probably want to ask me about it anyways. I have not looked at them yet, but they seem like a very, kind of like a very easy to use DEX. And according to them, it's peer to peer. So it works a little bit differently, but it has that centralized feel and it's supposed to be a much quicker. So that is a new one that's out on Kucoin. So check them out. All right, let's do a quick Q&A, and I'll let you guys go. Dan, keep up the great work. George, greetings from Sweden. Thank you for that. Thoughts on Rally short term? I figured Rally would do better, honestly, because I have my George coin on Rally. But they've been onboarding a lot of influencers and creators, some very big names. So I thought they would drive more attention to themselves. They haven't yet. But I still do like them. I think they have a very interesting concept, very easy way for creators to create a token. So I still like them. XRP, Doge, and BNB fighting for number 2 spot. Altcoin season is just starting. Yes, it is just starting, but it's starting very, very early. Let's just say that. We're only in April. This reminds me a lot like 2017. Some of you guys were around, some of you guys weren't. 2017, this is how it started. You have a lot of promising projects that are just starting to moon, right? But mostly towards the end of the year, like basically Q4 and very early parts of 2018. That's when things really started to run, like what we're seeing now. Right? Like what we're seeing with Dogecoin, that happened literally with like every single altcoin. That's how Cardano and Tron and XRP and Neo, that's how they shot up millions of percents within a short amount of time. So we're not quite there yet, but it reminds me a lot of it. And we're only in April, which I'm coming to the conclusion that this time around, a lot more people have been in it. There's a lot more attention. There's a lot more money that's flowing in. So it is very exciting. It is very exciting. But I'm going to be the responsible adult and tell you guys that, these kind of days or weeks or months, they get you used to these hyper growth, which makes you more greedy, makes you forget about the down days. A lot of you guys that entered within the last few months, you didn't really experience any prolonged downs. And until you experience that, it's going to be hard if it does come and you're not prepared. So just be careful. There could be downs coming too, but right now we're just not seeing any of it. What do you think about Filecoin? Filecoin's fine. They're big caps, so I think they're fine. But I think smaller plays are more interesting. I like Arweave a lot better. So, but there's a lot of competition in that space. Is DeFi coming back? Yeah, DeFi's not gonna go away. It's very, very early. What do you think about District Zero? I never liked District Zero, so check out Versity. I looked at Versity many times. People keep asking about it. I just don't see the big deal. I just don't. The claim to fame is some plugin, and basically it counts real views for you. I know they're trying to get into esports and stuff like that, but Theta all the way. BTT, I don't trust it because it's in the Tron ecosystem. Tron stuff gets pumped and dumped all the time, but you can make the same argument with any pump coin like Dogecoin, but still, it's just, I don't see the bigger picture. So, and until I do, I'm just not a fan. Where can I buy XRP? If you're in the US, you really can't, because every US exchange have locked it down. So, WCRES, Wrapped, Crisco. Yeah, I've looked at that before. Not a fan. There's a lot of wrap plays, just so you know, like wrap tokens and so forth. So, I think it's just there's too much of it. Electronum, I do like. I like their AnyTask website for jobs and their app. I like the whole concept of targeting the unbanked. But I don't know. It seems like they have no traction in the US, and that's a big market. Michael asked about GraphLink. I did look at that recently. Let's bring it up. Yeah, the no-code protocol for blockchain development. I'm gonna call BS on that. I'm gonna call BS because it doesn't matter how easy they make it. If it's, you just select the modules and you connect it together or whatever, that's fine. But there's still a lot of complexities to that. It can't be no code. There is gonna be custom development that's required. So I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. But it seems like that's what they're all about, right? Basically, creation of actually they're more into DeFi based stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about them to say if this is actually true or not. Seems like my kind of project, big brain stuff. Trust me, I don't like big brain stuff. If it's too complicated, it turns me off. Consensus layer for DeFi, decentralized organization, building DeFi governance infrastructure. That's not my kind of stuff at all. That's like a DAO for DeFi. Market discovery and price prediction. Yeah, that's not my thing at all. I think you're just trolling me there. My thing is about creating, I like projects that create decentralized versions of what exists and what's popular. Not like all this like back-end stuff for DeFi. So yeah. Harmony, I like a lot. I know they've been stagnant a little bit, but they were pumped up quite a bit. So now being stagnant, that's okay. Kind of like Theta, and Theta's moving. Harmony will have his turn, but I think they're very promising blockchain. Compound is a great coin. It moves opposite in the market when everything down. Compound is up. I don't know if that's true or not. Compound has also been very stagnant for a long time, but they're a lending play. They're one of the biggest ones, so they're good. Simple, secure, censorship-resistant cryptocurrency. Inspired by Bitcoin, but designed to run in your browser. It is more money by nature and capable. Being browser first allows easy user and development interaction and makes complicated blockchain university accessible. Think library versus Wikipedia. I don't really get it. They're creating a blockchain that's more focused on the browser, or at least dApps that's more focused on the browser. Pay online, digital money, get donations. So is it more of a payment app? Or maybe a payment app is one of the things that is built on top of NIM-IQ. I don't know. This thing that makes it special, that's browser first, I'm not sure that's a good thing. I think app first should still be like what dApp makers contract, not browser first. I don't know. I'll just say neutral on it. With all these pumped to BNB, XRP, Doge, you think it's possible ADA gets some? ADA did. You just weren't paying attention. ADA already got the pumps already, so many times. I mean, like it went from 36 cents or 33 cents, to where it is now. So it already went through it. So if you're asking if there's going to be more pumps, I think so. I think there's a lot more room to grow for ADA. Does VThor have a chance to pump like Vechain? Yes, although the new gas reduction makes it so that you don't have to utilize as much VThor. So a lot of people think that's going to make VThor weaker, which could be the case. So I still like Vechain more. I still like Vet more. Thank you for AMP. I'm making real money now. I've heard AMP finally started moving, which is good. So yes, they're up. They actually broke through the recent high, so that's good. Remember, I've been saying when the economy gets better, when the pandemic settles down and people actually start utilizing the retail app, which utilizes AMP, it's going to help, right? So maybe some of that is starting to happen. So good to see that it's coming back. Hybrix since 2014. Well, they're ultra small cap. Come on. Freedom of transactions, one token on all chains. Technically borderless, not restricted to okay. All chains. So it's a coin that could run on any blockchain, according to them. Currently supports 31 blockchains and 397 tokens. Interesting. So how are they doing that? It doesn't really say. Lisk? Okay. It sounds, I'll admit, that sounds very interesting. Whether or not they could actually do it, I don't know. I have to do more research on them. But they do actually sound pretty interesting. Anything else? Last few questions. I'm going to let you guys go. Thoughts on when mainnet will launch? Thoughts on Theta. I think it's going to go up before then. It was pumping up hard before when they were about to go live. They delayed it because they want to concentrate more on NFTs. I think it's going to be big. It's going to be big for them. Someone asked about Tornado Cash. Not my cup of tea, and I don't think I'll ever be listed on any centralized exchanges, at least in the U.S. Notice doing research, most projects are run by men. Seems like we're a limited talent pool. Any cool projects run by women. Limpo used to be, but then they crashed hard. Not to say that's a reflection of a project that's led by women, but it's just a male-dominated field. Radical. Yeah, I've seen this before. I didn't quite understand what it was. Decentralized app for... own your infrastructure, create your community. For building software together. So it's like, it's just code that allows you to build apps with. That's what it seems like. You know, you could create a lot of useful apps with it, but it's just they're creating code for you to use. That's pretty much what it is. I don't know. Something like this could be good, but doesn't really interest me. So it could be good, it doesn't interest me. I heard Crypto Banter did a lot of stuff with me today without me being on, but I have to watch it. I heard it was pretty good. What are your thoughts on BT's dominance? Yes. Could we realistically see 35 to 40% again? Yeah, I think so. The way we're going, I think it's very possible that we're going to go down in the 30s, right? Doesn't mean that we're going to stay down there. In 2017, you'll notice when Ethereum pumped, Bitcoin dominance went to 30%, and then it climbed back up to 70%. So we could see that at the tail end of this year when Bitcoin pumps up. So it could happen. 4 must-hold altcoins. There's so many. There's so many, man. I would say must-hold at this point. Binance Coin. Vechain. I'd say also like... yeah, I would throw like... you know, most must-holds are in the top. So I would say Binance Coin, and then something like... ooh, I'm probably going to take some heat for this, but I'm going to say hold some Dogecoin too. And Chainlink, Theta, Vechain, those are all ones I like. So yeah. And last question, Tezos hasn't really pumped. Is a sleeping beast? I think it's going to get its turn. Although I'm not a big fan of Tezos, but it's one of the big blockchains. So I do think that it is going to get its turn. I think everyone's going to get their turn. In altcoin season, everyone does. Some deserving of it, some does not. So you'll see. You'll see. All right, that's pretty much it. Overall, Bitcoin is slowly coming back. You know, there was a bounce at 60,000 this morning. It's coming back, but in the meantime, while we're waiting for it to hit 80,000, which a lot of option traders are waiting for by the end of the month, which is only 2 weeks away. But in the meantime, you know, we'll take the altcoins running away. Some of them crazily, but we'll take it, and you'll see Dogecoin is above Cardano and Tether once again, and it's right behind XRP at number 5. And it's crazy times. And here's the thing. Here's the crazier thought is we're not even halfway through. We're not even halfway through. We're not even at June. You know, if we were June and July, I would say, you know what? We're going to the second half, you know, latter half of the year. Maybe we got to be a little bit more cautious, you know, be more wary of profit taking because we got to look at if things fundamentally change. But we're not even there yet. We're in April. You know, we're still so early and there's so much money coming in, and we know it's still so early for Bitcoin. There's just so much going on. This is definitely a very exciting time. Remember I said be diversified, right? Be diversified, dollar cost average when you can, and HODL. Those 3 strategies, they work. They really do. They really do. All right. Have you seen Decred? I don't like it. It's a privacy play. So I don't like privacy coins because they're all going to be delisted. or not listed, I should say. So they're not going to have, if you're trying to make money with privacy coins, you're not going to do so, right? But if you want to use it, then great. All right, guys, that's it. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned tonight, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we'll see how things are. All right, have a good one.